Till last episode, I was sure that I'm rooting for Rhaenyra to take over the throne and become the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, but with this episode that has changed. My name is Angela. My channel's name is Angie the Bookaholic. In this channel I talk about books and all things related to books, including TV shows and movie adaptations. So if those things interest you, please subscribe to my channel and also please like, share and comment. So let's get into my unfiltered thoughts on House of the Dragon season 1 episode 3. For the second time straight, we get the opening scene with the crab feeder and his army attacking the StepStones, and then we also see the birthday party of Prince Aegon, who is 2 years now, and we also see that Alicent is pregnant with King's second child. We see that there is this birthday party and slash hunting party in Prince Aegon's honor, and there is a lot of internal politics that's happening, and we see all that, which is kind of making Viserys very frustrated because he feels that everybody is trying to play him. At least now he realizes that. I think that's my assumption. But anyways, we also see that Rhaenyra is not over the fact that her best friend married her dad, and I mean, it's been 2 years, she is still holding the grudge, and who will not? I mean, yeah, I think it was the heights of betrayal from Alicent's side. I still hate Alicent. I think she is scheming in her own way and definitely a puppet of her father. We also get to see an epic battle scene at the StepStone, and that's what really changed my mind about how and whom I'm going to root for forward in this show. So everybody is having a great time partying. There is wine and a lot of food, and that's a time when our mischievous little finger of the House of Dragon, Mr. Otto Hightower, decides to snoop in, talk to the king, and he says that, hey, how about, betrothing Prince Aegon, who is 2 years old, your son, to your daughter, who is like, what, 17 years old, Rhaenyra Targaryen. And King Viserys is flabbergasted. He's just like, thinks that it's a ridiculous idea, not because it's brother and sister, but he's just 2 years old. I'm like, they're both your children. Wake up, King Viserys. And then I remember, okay, this is a Targaryen family. Maybe this is a normal occurrence for them, but I'm still getting used to the whole Targaryen way of living. I don't know whether I will ever get used to it, but I was like, for once, age is not the issue. Marriage proposal dealings of this entire show. Anywho, luckily Viserys did not take Otto Hightower seriously, and I hope he continues to do so because he is vile and definitely he is very schemy. I hate his guts. The scene with the White Stag, it was quite intriguing for me because definitely it was a foreshadowing moment, but was she supposed to kill the stag or the White Stag so that she can lay claim to whatever prophecy the White Stag brings, that if you see a White Stag and kill it or conquer it, that's when you lay claim to the Iron Throne or royalty. I don't know, but because she lets him go without harming him, I don't know if she forfeit her right to the throne. What does that mean? Because yeah, that was kind of confusing more for me, but definitely a foreshadowing moment. And the stag actually came in search of her. She didn't go in search of it, but he came in search of her. So maybe it's a sign that she deserves to be the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. This episode was mostly political intrigue and setting the scene. I think this is a very good move from the makers that so that we develop kind of an attachment with these characters. So they're taking the time to build the relationship between the audience and these important characters. Now the action, when it starts, it's epic. And I'm talking about the battle at the StepStones. It was epic, and the way Daemon rejected any kind of help, because He is this proud Targaryen, does not consider the danger and just steps into the battlefield, baiting himself, and then how he emerges victorious. That was the most epic scene, at least for me. I think if you consider all the episodes till now, that was my favorite scene when he walks out with this cut up body of crab feeder. It was epic, it was gross, but it was definitely epic, and it shows how fierce Daemon is and how capable he is, and that if he sets out to seek what he wants, and if he is pushed to his limits, he can just do whatever he needs to. And sometimes I think that maybe that's why Daemon deserves to sit on the throne rather than anybody else, because Rhaenyra is yet to prove her prowess as a fighter, or yeah, definitely she is a great negotiator. We saw that in the previous episode, but and a diplomat as well. But does she has the capability of becoming this great military strategist or decision maker, or to step into the battlefield and fight? We haven't seen that part of her. So at this moment, I think that Daemon is really a strong contender to the throne, and I think that's what the makers, or at least George R. R. Martin, intended to do, that present us with these very strong contenders who are mostly shade white. I don't think they are bad people as such. They are just laying claim to what they think is rightfully theirs, or should be rightfully theirs. So setting this scene where even the audience are conflicted about whom to root for, I think that's fantastic, and I think that's what they completed doing in with episode 3, because in episode 2 we got to see this very strong strategic diplomat side of Rhaenyra, and that's when I thought that okay, maybe she is supposed to be the ruler, because she is level-headed, she knows how to negotiate. That's a great quality for the ruler of the Seven Kingdom to have. So that's what my thought was. But then at the end of this episode, I'm thinking, okay, but then Daemon is also really a great candidate. So now I'm conflicted, but maybe I'm slightly leaning towards Rhaenyra because she is a woman, and maybe it's time for the realm to have a woman ruler. But at the same time, I really love Daemon as well, because I don't think him as this plotting, scheming, uh, easily manipulated person, but he has his own strength, and he definitely plays them well, and he is winning battles. So right, this is what episode 3 has done to me, and now I'm conflicted on whom I should support. But it would be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out in the coming episodes. What did you guys think about this episode? Let me know. These were my fresh thoughts coming right out of the episode. I'm just sitting down after watching the episode, and so feel free to drop in your thoughts below, and I will see you soon. This is Angie signing off. Bye bye.